What's going on, y'all? It's Liam Crowley with ScreenRant. I'm here at South by Southwest with the team behind Fro Worse. Guys, welcome to Austin, Texas.
Thanks for having us.
Very excited to talk about this film. It's an absolute riot. Where did the story originally come from?
Well, I actually was going through a divorce and I went to a wedding. And Angelique Cabral, why don't you just pop your head in? Come on.
Cameo?
Come on in.
Yeah, you can join.
Come sit next to Bradley.
Okay.
So this beautiful lady had a wedding 12 years ago where I felt like I acted very strange. You know, like I was like, that is not me. What happened? Although no one at the wedding noticed because they were all drunk and no one cared.
Very
but
drunk.
I left feeling like that was really weird and really funny and really
Painful.
painful. That was the word I was looking for. I was going to say shameful, but I don't want to say shame, but it was painful. And I thought it would be really funny as a movie. And it took me literally 12 years to get the movie made and figure out what it was and make it into a rom-com and figure out the ending and figure out the story. And here we are. It feels really surreal. And I cast Angelique in the movie as my ex-husband's new girlfriend. And I told her, unfortunately, she had aged out of the part of the bride at this point.
Tough out on these streets.
Tough town. So, but we thought it was a real blessing that she be in the movie, and we're both just looking at each other all day, like, what the hell is happening?
Like crying.
Yeah,
Very sweet.
yeah, it's very
Your wedding inspiring this
Yeah,
movie.
this moment at the wedding. Yes, very much.
Crazy. Bradley, you produced this film.
A lot of people produced the movie.
No, he was one of the main.
I was one of the producers.
Yes.
Well,
very.
with the fact that it was 12 years in the making, effectively, what was your role in kind of expediting the process, bringing it to life?
It changed. I mean, initially it was just encouraging Amy to know that she could direct and act at the same time and produce.
He also read my script 1,000 times and gave me notes 1,000 times, and also wouldn't let me quit when I wanted to quit. I feel like I always have to say we're married because a lot of people don't know that. So I just want to make sure we don't sound weird. I feel like we would sound weird if you didn't know we were married. But
Close collaborators.
and then when I was shooting, he was literally there from the moment we started till the moment we ended every single day, making sure that I got what I wanted and helping me punch up moments. And he was just invaluable to me. He's very, very good husband.
It was a really empowering thing because as an actor, you feel sort of passive, like a pawn in storytelling. And if you're lucky enough to act a lot, eventually you want to take more responsibility for the story. A lot of people do. Very few people actually get it done. So it was a really inspiring, joyous thing.
Very much so. Like I said, the film's a bit of a riot, and that's because of Missi and Nico. The dynamic that's going on here. I mean that in the highest of compliments.
Yes.
Amazing. Can you kind of talk to me about the dynamic you guys were developing between Sean and Julie, and what lengths you guys went to in this project?
Any dynamic.
We don't have dynamic,
That's just
but,
Nico and Missy.
Okay.
hanging out.
but we're crazy.
But I don't think you don't meet.
I didn't meet you in the movie.
From afar.
Wait, we met. I saw you in the thing.
We'll glance over.
We're just, a lot of it. I stepped in at the last second because somebody fell out. That was a really good friend of Amy's, and we had just done a project before, so it was delightful. And Amy is the kind of director that just is like, yes, thank you, more please, and it's really lovely. And then Bradley would come in and throw in a line, and then then we would all improvise. It was a delight. And I just felt like
Actually, I want to say about Nico, he actually is sort of the straight man in a lot of ways and did a really beautiful job being, I just haven't seen him do yet what he did in this, and I'm really excited for people to see it.
And I want to say that Nico's part, I don't think anybody else could do that part justice because it's a very tricky line because he has to be this adorable guy that that becomes a little problematic, and very few people can do that and remain charming.
Right. I don't want anyone to hate him.
Everyone's talking about Nico, your character, except for you.
No, I feel very lucky to play the young Japanese man to try and win over her heart, you know? It was,
We if people don't know, because they wouldn't have seen this movie, Nico is in my acting class, and we kind of have a fling, and we go to this wedding together, and he's like the grumpy father of the bride, and I'm the crazy attendee at the wedding, and this is my best friend. And that I already said what Anj does, but and you know, Nico, we met Nico in Italy. My husband was doing a movie called Rosalind, and Nico was in it with him. And when I met Nico, and we were talking about who could play Sean, who's got to be like a guy that you would believe would like hook up with an older woman, but not be a jerk about it.
Yeah.
And you would believe that he would like hook up with a young woman, and he might go with a guy. He might do whatever the hell he
He'd done the research.
I mean, not the guy part. I don't know if he's done that, but I just felt like Nico was someone that you would believe would be open to any experience. And if he left you standing there alone, it wasn't because he was mean. It was because he just got distracted from that over there.
He was having another experience.
Yeah, he was having another
He
experience.
was just following.
Don't you think that's accurate?
you stole the words out of my mouth.
I feel like that answers it.
Yeah.
Guys, this film, like I said, a lot of laughs going on set. Were there any days in particular that you felt like you were just calling, let's do it again, let's do it again? We keep breaking character.
Oh, we don't have any time. We had to shoot this really fast.
How long did it take to shoot?
I can't say. We're not divulging.
We're not
divulging that
because we did it so quickly.
We don't want people to lowball their offers on this movie. I would say, and he's not here, Ken Marino, though. Do you remember how much I kept cracking up?
Oh, yeah.
Ken Marino is in this movie, and he's literally one of the funniest people on the planet. And he walked up and he introduces himself to me at the wedding, and he just improv something, and I just like fell out. And he's like, "Well, you can't laugh, Amy." I'm like, "I know, but I can't stay straight."
It was the director ruining the take.
You probably did it to me too. Yeah, hot to trot. Yeah, hot to trot. He might have said another word. Can I swear here?
No, but twat
Okay. Well, he says he goes hot. Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes. You can't just say twat.
I don't think you're supposed to say that at all anymore.
At least to women, it's a swear word. But he was like, "I've heard you're hot to trot," and I can say, yes to the hot part, but now I need to see the twat. I mean, the trot. And
So you can say it in an interview.
If that was the line,
which he said, he gave me permission.
Before we get out of here, Brad, I'm excited for Handmaid's Tale season 6. Commander Joseph.
Yes,
What
Lawrence,
what can you tease about where he's going to go in this next season?
Well, the ending. Oh.
Yeah. I won't say the ending. We just wrapped up, and obviously it's a dark show, but it was such a joyous, weirdly sweet set, and a really wonderfully creative, interactive experience. So it was. It's a show I'm really proud of. I love that part, and it was really hard to say goodbye to everybody. But we solved the whole, misogyny, fascism thing. So our work was done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leaving that there.
We'll wrap with this, guys. South by is full of the most passionate film fans in the world. People just are so open to like every genre here, which is so cool. They give every film like the equal amount of energy. How excited are you all to show this film to an audience of, like I said, the most passionate fans?
I went to the Zach yesterday and saw a wonderful movie called Slanted, and I didn't realize it was the same theater that we
got some gasps back because
so good, right? Yeah. So good. And I was like, oh my God, this is where we're premiering. And I think I immediately got dry mouth and thought I might throw up, and then sort of turned it to like excitement and joy. And no one has seen. Well, you've seen it cut.
Saw cut.
But you haven't. I haven't allowed Missy to see it.
I know. I was like,
I want her to
how
see
am I
it
gonna
with
talk
an
about
audience.
A film I haven't
But
seen.
the idea that like we started from this little thing with no money and no time, and now we're on a giant screen at South by Southwest.
And we get to see it with an audience.
Yeah, we're
Nobody
really
gets to
excited.
see a comedy with an audience
I know.
anymore.
No one
Makes such a difference.
I know.
It's like night and day.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it. I will say Jay Duplass, who's a dear friend of mine, he said, South by is a lot of work and you're running around and you might stress out, but once you're in the theater and the lights go down, that's the best time you're ever going to have. And I can feel that's coming.
That's Hades right there.
Yeah.
You know about Percy Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah, so good. He's so good in that role.
Iris knows
He's got
that.
a film this weekend too.
Yes, he had the Baltimoreans, which opened, and actually Liz Larson, who's the lead in the Baltimoreans, plays my ex-mother-in-law in our movie. So she had
that?
2 films at South by Southwest.
There's so much like crossover between
Yeah.
South by. We've had multiple people in here with like, yeah, I have 3 different projects, 3 different genres this
Yeah.
weekend, trying to just divide your brain into all these different genres.
Yeah, it's fun.
Comedy, of course, is the best one to be in because it makes
Certainly
us all laugh and
is.
smile, and
Yeah.
our cheeks hurt from smiling so much. So excited for this one on the big screen. You guys should be very proud.
And I just want to say congratulations on graduating high school, and I really hope college goes well.
And don't worry that you failed the driving test. You can just take it again.
I almost did, actually. A blinker when you parallel park is important.
It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, right?
I don't know.
Nico's like, I don't drive, dude. Take a skateboard.
I do usually skate around.
Yeah.
I haven't driven in a while though. New York City, there's no
Nah,
need.
you don't need it.
No.
Yeah,
All right. Well, be safe out there.
we'll do. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.